Okay, hi. So in this topic, this will be the last algorithm that I'm going to discuss for Greedy. So this is the set cover. So what is the set cover? All right, so let's have the introduction. So suppose I was elected as the new mayor of a town in a remote province. So the first problem I encountered during my term is education. So my town doesn't have any schools yet. So people in the town are uneducated. So that's probably the reason why I was elected in the first place. So I asked the town cartographer for a map of the town because I want to build schools. And I want each school to be located in a barangay, and no student should have to travel more than 5 kilometers to reach one school. So I also want to build the minimum number of schools needed as I am constrained by the town budget. So the problem is that where am I going to put the school so that all the children in my barangay can have, from any barangay rather, can have access to at least one school, given the map of the town with the respective distances of each na barangay. Okay? So our input here, so we are going to solve this using the set cover. But before that, what is the set cover? So assuming na we have this input and then output, yung input natin would be the collection of subsets S sub 1 to S sub n of the universal set U containing all of the elements from 1 to n. So the output here would be the minimum number of subset or smallest subset T of S whose union equals the universal set. So for example, our universal set contains elements 1 to 7. Okay? So these are our subsets S of A, S sub B, S sub C, S sub D, S sub E, and then S sub F. So S sub A contains 3, 7, B contains 2, 4, C contains 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., etc. So now the question is that what would be the minimum number of subsets that we can select such that if we combine or if we take the union of these subsets, it will be equal to the universal set. So for example, in this given, so the two subsets, the optimal na solution would be two subsets, which is just S sub C and then S sub F. Because if we combine S sub C and then S sub F, it will be its union would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which is equal to the universal set. So what are other answers here that we can do? We can make use of it. We could have S sub E, for example, or S sub B, and then S sub A, and then S sub C. However, that's not what we really want. What we just want is the minimum or just minimum uh, number of subsets na pwede nating ma-select in which na makakover na lahat ng elements. So, why does it matter? So, or paano natin siya makakonect kanina sa first na scenario natin in which na we wanted to build na schools. So, we wanted to, kasi 'di ba, meron tayong limited budget. So, saan natin ilalagay yung mga schools such that yung mga people natin or yung mga students can go to these schools na lahat sila pwedeng accessible sa kanila yung schools. But these schools could be close to everyone, kumbaga. Okay? So, ayun. So, this is another way of looking at it. So, if we just visualization na siya, pero the subsets or values are different from earlier. So for example, itong S sub 1, itong group siya. S sub 2, itong group naman siya. So si S sub 5, itong group naman siya. So ano mga subsets yung pipiliin natin? Minimum number of subsets such that lahat ng mga elements na to makakover natin. Okay? So that is the set na cover. Okay? So what is the optimal solution here? Again, their union should contain all of the points. So in the case of this one, itong subset na S sub C at saka S sub F, if we take its union, it's equal to the universal set in which the universal set contains all of the elements or contains all of the points 1, 2 hanggang 7. Okay? So, ayun. Now, it is important though to know that if you are allowed to cover elements more than once, so then it's the set cover problem. Pero pag if we can't cover cover elements more than once, then that's a different na problem naman. That's the set packing na problem. Okay? So it's the same with the set cover, only it doesn't allow one element to be covered more than once. So the set cover, well, it boils down to a combinatorial na optimization problem wherein we find an optimal object from um, a finite set of objects lang din. So if you remember what we have discussed before sa knapsack algorithm, for example, the 0, 1 na knapsack algorithm, that's also a combinatorial na problem. Kasi di ba we wanted to select the optimal na items, number of items, or optimal set of items that would maximize the value. So that's it's the same for set cover, combinatorial na optimization problem din siya. Okay, so the study of this problem has led to the development of fundamental techniques for the entire field of approximation algorithms. So, yung set cover though is NP-hard. So that means na well, if we do find a solution for this kind of problem, kaya natin siyang i-verify in polynomial time. Pero sa paghanap pa lang ng solution, it could be exponential. So it's NP hard. And since it's an NP hard na problem, so the only way that we can approximate it is by using the gradient approach. So ito yung another example wherein yes, the greedy algorithm is efficient. Yes, it's fast. Uh, Unlike the DP, no, that we have discussed before. Pero hindi necessarily na makaka-find siya ng optimal na solution. Pero hindi naman kasalanan ng greedy yan. So, it's not its fault. So, the problem itself is just NP-hard. So, well, it's a problem na ano, if you famous statement, it's not you, it's me na problem, diba? So with the greedy algorithm, so we will be starting with a really lazy and trivial na greedy na heuristic. And then from that, so pwede nating i-continuously improve yung heuristic natin. Okay? So we will have several ideas here. Yung first idea is that we are going to take the sets by input order until all of the items are covered. So feasible siya na solution. So um, uh, eventually it might cover the whole set. So it will give an upper bound on the objective or a starting point to improve upon. So for example, ito siya. So yung universal set natin, it contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hanggang 9. So first, ito yung mga subsets natin. S sub 1, S sub 2, S sub 3, S sub 4, S sub 5, at saka S sub 6. Okay, so first subset natin, S sub 1, it only contains 1 at saka 4. Si S sub 2, it only contains 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, at saka 9. So S sub 3, si 2, 3, 6, 7, and then 9, and so on and so forth. Again, yung goal natin is magsaselect tayo ng subset in which na yung mga subsets na yon, if we take the union of their elements, it should be equal to the universal set. So technically, dapat makakover natin yung buong 1, 2, 3 hanggang sa 9. Okay? So yung first idea natin kanina is, di ba, by input order until all of the items are covered. So una natin i-select is S sub 1. So that means na na-cover na natin si 1 at saka sa 4. Now, si S sub 2, so ayan, okay na si 1 at saka si 4. Next sa input order is S sub 2. So, if we take the union of S sub 1 at saka S sub 2, na-cover na natin si 1, 2, 3, 4, si 6, si 7, at saka si 9. Okay? Now, si S sub 3 naman. Si S sub 3, subset lang naman si S sub 3 ni S sub 2. So, technically, si S sub 2, kina-cover niya si S sub 3. So, technically, wala namang nagbago. So, kulang pa rin. Hindi pa rin natin na-cover si 5 at saka si 8. So, let's look at S sub 4. Pagdating kay S sub 4, ayan, na-cover na natin si 8. So, si S sub 5 na lang yung kulang. So, if we added S sub 5, taking the union of S sub 1, S sub 2, 3, 4, at saka 5, na-cover na natin lahat ng elements or points natin. Okay? So that means na how many subsets do we need here? Five subsets. So S of 1, 2, 3, 4, at saka 5 in order for us to cover all of the elements. Okay? Not really a good one, but it solves the problem, di ba? So we got a subset of size 5, it's better than 6. Okay, ang worst case would be lahat ng subsets na meron tayo, which is 6. Well, do you have a better idea? Meron ba kayong better idea? So the second idea is that we take the sets with the most elements first. And then the reason is that lots of the elements will be covered quicker. So in this case, we have still the same na problem here. S sub 1 still covers 1, 4. S sub 2 covers 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. So ano ba dito? Ika-count natin yung kina-cover na elements ng each na set. So S sub 1 only covers 2, S sub 2 covers 6, S sub 3 covers 5, and then 4, 3, S sub 5, 5, S sub 6, 4. So isa-select natin yung may pinakamaraming elements. So that would be S sub 4. S sub 2 pala, sorry, S sub 2. So si S sub 2, ang kina-cover niya ay si 1, 2, 3, si 6, 7, at saka si 9. So essentially, ayan, tatlong elements na lang yung hindi na-cover natin. Next is we are going to look at the next na subset na may pinakamaraming elements. That would be, in this case, let's say si S sub 3. So it's either S sub 3 or S sub 5. Let's say si S sub 3 yung sinelect natin. However, itong si S sub 3 naman is that same lang naman. Pag tinaig natin yung union ni S sub 2 at saka S sub 3, it will be the same thing. S sub 2 pa rin siya. So let's look at the next na biggest. So that would be S sub 5. So, as you can see, by input order siya, yung paggawa natin. So, taking the union of S sub 2, S sub 3, at saka S sub 5, yung initially na hindi natin na-cover kanina na si 4, si 5, at saka si 8, was covered na. Kasi si S sub 5 contains elements for 4, 5, 4, at saka 5. Okay? May kulang pa rin kasi we need to cover 8. Okay, so, yung next na may pinakamaraming elements, that would be S sub 6. So, in this case, si S sub 6, kinover niya na si 8. So, in this case, tapos na tayo sa pag-iterate kasi all of the elements are now covered. Okay? Lahat ng elements sa universal set natin, na-cover na. So, well, this is so much better compared to our first idea na by input order yung paggawa natin. From worst case na 6, yung first idea 5, pero with our second na idea in which na yung greedy heuristic natin sa pag-select ng mga subsets would be the descending na number of tawag nito elements per subset. Okay? So, okay. Now, well, yes, it's definitely better than the first idea, pero kaya pa ba natin to ma-improve? Can we make it smarter? Yes. So, yung pwede natin gawin ay we initially start with all of the the count ng each na subset na kaya nilang makover. Okay? Number of elements na kaya nilang makover. So, in this case, still, we started with initially the same kanina sa second na idea. So, S sub 1, 2. S sub 2 is 6 kasi it covers 6 elements. If S sub 3, 5 kasi it covers 5 elements here. Si S sub 4 is 3 kasi it covers 7, 8, 9 only. Okay? So, we will start with the one with the maximum na number. So in that case, it's S sub 2. So si S sub 2, kina-cover niya ay si 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, at saka si 9. Now, we are going to update the numbers here. So, ano ba yung mga numbers na to? So, ang mga numbers na to, this counts the number of elements na hindi pa na-cover. So, kung si S sub 2, ang na-cover niya ay si 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. Tapos, andito na lahat ng elements ni S sub 2 here. So, hindi, zero na siya. For S sub 1, it's 1 kasi meron siyang element 4 here which was not covered by S sub 2. Si S sub 3, it's also 0 kasi lahat ng mga elements ni S sub 3 are already covered by S sub 2. So S sub 4, 1 din siya kasi meron pang element 8 si S sub 4 na hindi na-cover ni S sub 2. Si S sub 5 naman, it's 2 kasi meron siyang um, elements 4, 5 na hindi pa na-cover ni S sub 2. Si S sub 6 naman, 1 kasi merong element 8 na hindi na-cover ni S sub 2. Okay? So, ano yung next na pipiliin natin from out of this? So, we are going to select S sub 5 kasi siya yung may next na number in which na hindi pinaka-cover ni S sub 2. So, now, from S sub 2, we now have S sub 5 which covers elements 4, 5. Okay? After that, we are going to update our numbers here again. And in this case, it's just either S sub 4 or S sub 6. Okay? So, ano ba yung, again, yung sinisignify ng numbers na to? For S sub 1 is 0. Kasi all of the elements of S sub 1 are already here in our final na set here. Na-cover na siya. Si S sub 2 at saka S sub 3, 0 din kasi lahat ng elements niya na-cover niya na. For S sub 5, lahat ng elements niya na-cover na din. So, yung natitira na lang is S sub 4 at saka S sub 6. In this case, for S sub 4, meron pa siyang element 8 na hindi pa na-cover ng S sub 2 kanina. And then, same is true with S6 in which may element 8 pa siya na hindi na-cover ng S sub 2. So, let's say, ng S sub 2 at saka S sub 5 pala. So, select natin, let's say, si S sub 4. So, S sub 4, now, selecting S sub 4, and then taking the union ng S sub 2, S sub 4, S sub 5, lahat ng elements na covered. Okay? So, it's better than the first two heuristics, but it is still not the optimal. So, yung optimal na solution actually here is the, ito, dalawang subset lang, in which now we select S sub 5 at saka S sub 6. However, the third idea would still be the best na greedy heuristic that we can have for the set cover na problem. So, as I said, ito yung isang example wherein well, the greedy solves the problem, but it doesn't really return the optimal na solution. Okay? So, yeah. Yung idea na ginawa natin kanina is that at each stage, we are going to pick the subset that covers the greatest number of elements that are not yet covered. Okay? So this is the algorithm for the 3D na set na cover. So you have the universal set and then you have the subsets. And then the E that would initially contain all your universal na subset. Okay? So the T that would be containing all of the subsets that we are going to select. Okay? And then while E is not empty, kasi every time na may na-cover na, tatanggalin natin siya from E. Okay? So while E is not empty, we are going to select a subset S sub X from our subset, our initial na subsets. Magsaselect lang tayo ng isang subset such that ma-maximize natin yung number of elements or number of elements na result ng pag-take ng union ng subset na sinelect natin at ng E. Okay? Yeah. And then those elements na nasa S sub X. So i-remove na natin siya from E kasi na-cover na sila. Para yung next na lang nahahanapin natin is yung mga hindi pa na-cover na mga elements. And then we are going to take T. T will take the union of T with the elements of the S sub X and then we return the T. Okay? So, yun lang naman. So, what are other improvements that we can do here earlier? So, let's say cover S sub 2 and then S sub 3. So, since na S sub 2, kina-cover na ni S sub 3, pwede na nating i-erase sa picture si S sub 3 na to. Okay, and then, we S sub 5, and then after which since na alam naman natin na ito na lang yung mga kulang, so we could just include this S sub 5. Okay? Okay, so yeah. So anyway, again, sa gamit yung greedy algorithm, so we will be selecting three, although the optimal one has only two subsets in which na S sub 2 at saka yung S sub 5. Okay? So, yung sa greedy approach, it only gives an approximate na solution to the set cover. So, trade-off lang dito is that we have, hindi natin na-achieve yung uh, exact na optimal solution, but in terms of looking for a solution, in terms of the speed, then the greedy solution is better.